Hello, stamping friends. It's Marilyn here with Stamping Creations with Marilyn, coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Love to have you join me for my Facebook Lives and be part of our community that we're building and sharing things that we like together. So great to have you here. If you haven't joined me before, welcome for sure. Please let me know where you're joining from. If you've been here before, I'd love to hear from you again. Let me know what your day's been like. I know we always talk about the weather, but it is top of our minds here in Alberta. We had really warm weather today, but we had freezing rain this morning. So, hello, Bonnie. I'm glad that all of you are at home. I presume you are at home where you are safe and sound, because they're talking about freezing rain again. So, that's not very good, is it? So, tonight I'm going to share a Valentine's card with you. If you saw my post, you saw that. Hello, Joanne. Welcome. Is it raining and snowing, raining and icy in your part of the country too? I have a couple things to tell you about before I turn you down to my desktop. Of course, you realize the mini catalog is now in effect. We have 90-some pages of awesomeness happening in there. Hello, Linda. I do have a few samples, not samples, I have a few of the products that I'm going to show you quickly. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them, but I'm slowly getting some and will be using more and more each time. The one I'm using today is from that new mini, and there are Sale-A-Bration items as well. If you're not sure about Sale-A-Bration, it is, if in Canada, if you spend $60, you can pick a free item from the Sale-A-Bration catalog. If you spend $120, you can pick a little bit bigger free item. And lots of great things in there, from designer paper to stamp sets, coordinating with the mini catalog for some of them. So another great opportunity. Sale-A-Bration, the other big thing that is exciting for all of us is that there is a join special, meaning join my team during this January, February, and you will receive 2 free stamp sets from whatever current catalog is happening. So that is a great deal, doesn't happen often, and they usually have some of the best join features in during Sale-A-Bration. So once again, they've done that. Stamping Staycation, I'll show you a little bit more about that. We're getting ready for it, so that's becoming closer and closer, and we are so excited to be sharing that with you, Lillian, Joanne, and I. And today I had my first of my 12 months of Christmas card classes. I am going to do one a month from now until December, so that we can, me along with a couple others that are joining me so far, we can be ready for Christmas this year without panicking about getting our cards out. So you can find information about that on my website and on my social media accounts, or contact me and I'll give you more information on that. And as usual, with a new catalog coming in, we have retired products from the prior catalog, the mini catalog, holiday one, and I will be organizing mine and putting them on my website so that if there's anything there that you want, you can certainly purchase them at usually quite a discount. If you live in Canada, I can't ship outside of Canada, and they will, like I say, they will be on my website with all the details there, so keep an eye out for that. So while I'm going to turn you down to the desk, my question for you tonight is, do you enjoy coloring on your stamped images? And if so, what kind of coloring, whether you use markers, blends, blending brushes, pastels, just let me know what you like and maybe what you'd like to learn how to do with the coloring. I don't do much of it, but I am going to do more. So keep in touch. Hang on. Other side of my room. You guys know the routine, especially those of you who've been here before. If you haven't been here before, this is what happens. There's my desk and my workstation, my website with my new host code for the month. If you're purchasing from me and your order is under $200, I really would appreciate you using that. Stamping Staycation, as I mentioned, is an all-day retreat on Saturday, January 29th. Only $52. There's 3 of us. We each do 2 live presentations. We have some things happening there right now with extra PDFs for you. And we just have a great fun time with interacting with you, but also with sharing what we love to do. So if you're interested in that, you can register here, or again, contact me if you need information. Sale-A-Bration and mini catalog, as you can see. Just trying to make sure I can see your comments. Good, thank you for commenting on the coloring. I'll go back to that later. Once again, I may not comment on all of your comments on Facebook, just because of Facebook rules and whatever, but please know that I do love all the comments. And over on YouTube, I do put this over to YouTube to try and reach some different customers and friends, and comment there too. There's comments there, and I do get notification of them, so I will certainly keep in touch with you that way. So Sale-A-Bration, I have a couple of stamp sets out of there, and again, I'm not going to go through it page by page, but just going to highlight a couple things that I want you to be aware of. The daffodil paper does go with the daffodil bundle, which has dies and a stamp set, and this would be ideal for coloring. That's one of the reasons I thought of the coloring question for you. So some great things there, and yes, it's only got Mother's Day and Easter, but I can see that being used for birthdays as well. Again, back to your comments and whatever. For everybody who comments, I will put your name in a draw for the card that we make tonight, and I do that draw at the end of the next week. So please keep commenting. Sorry, I can only put your name in once, even though you comment 3 or 4 times, and I love how you comment to each other. Pardon me. It's a great community, like I say. The sunshine paper, rainbow, also coordinates with the set out of the mini. This paper is amazing. It's called Marbleicious. I think it's fabulicious. The otters, I have a card tonight. I do have some show and tell cards for the end, and I do have a card that we made with that. Then we get into the $120, and the stamp set and the paper go together. So that stamp set is a photopolymer with some great sayings and, again, things you could color. So definitely worth looking at. And of course the paper matches some of the flowers. You can color them. Some of them are not colored in the designer paper, so they certainly lend themselves to color. And this stamp set, again for $120, but look at all the sayings that are on there. All the different scripts, the different greetings. Just some wonderful, wonderful stamps to use there. And again, those are photopolymers, so you can certainly see where you're stamping with them and make a great gift for someone if they're just getting into stamping. If you host a party, whether it's just yourself or a group of people, and it reaches $375, you automatically get this stamp set. Hello, Gail. Nice to see you again. And the join that I mentioned, for $135, you get $165 of product that you pick out, plus you get 2 free stamp sets. So always great things happening. So a couple other ones I'll just quickly show you. This one we used last week, so most of you have seen it, and I'll show you the card at the end. This one, Blessings of Home, again for coloring, and I've got a really neat technique that I saw for that one. And it also comes with Flowers of Home dies as a bundle. Sentimental Swirls. Some great backgrounds can be made with this. And some of these do punch out with the Strawberry Builder punch that we've had in the annual catalog. And you'll notice this little symbol on here. That means it's $1 million set. So Sam Hammond from England reached her $1 million, and this is the set that was put out for her. And Easter Friends, and again, not that I think it's only Easter. I love the script and what it says, but these are really cute for baby cards, little kids' birthday cards. And I just saw tonight a card, one of the tall cards. You know how they make the tall skinny cards? Hello, Peggy. And this little guy was stamped, I think it was 5 times, and he was a different color for each one. So there was a yellow, a blue, a green, a pink, maybe a purple. Anyway, it was really cute idea for a card. And in the mini catalog now, thinking of those long, slender cards, we do have slimline envelopes. So you don't have to make your envelopes anymore. You can purchase these, $13.50 for, I don't remember how many there is, but anyway, great idea for us to be able to just purchase those. And while I'm there, this is what I think is one of the most exciting parts of the catalog. Well, I love it all, but you know what I mean. The stamp sets are now put in alphabetical order. The dies, the same thing. The punches. Then we have embossing folders, and these are the masks, which I do have, and I will be showing those at one point. Not sure which week yet, haven't figured that out, but they come so that you can do the background and then do the center over top, and the same with this one with the flowers. There's a couple of them with the flowers, so some great possibilities there. And the designer paper, there's ribbon, there is specialty paper. This mother of pearl paper I did see last night, and it has got a really different finish on it. So when I get that, I will certainly be showing you more about it. But just wanted to show you a couple things with the ribbon. This is a new frayed ribbon, it's called. And it's quite thick, so I don't think you would be tying many bows with it, but it would certainly go around a card. And while I was opening that, I thought I should show you how I do that. I don't know if any of you struggle to find where this is. Like right now, I have found it here, but I still can't get my fingers under it to open it. If you take your paper snips and you push it up, can you see that? Slide your paper snip under that plastic and snip it, and you've got it open. No more fighting with looking for that edge. And I really, since I learned that little trick, it makes life a lot easier for doing that. So anyway, any questions? Again, a lot of you on here are demonstrators. You can probably answer technical questions people are having. And if not, I will certainly come back to it afterwards. So let's have a look at what we're going to use. Tonight is the Love and Happiness bundle. So it's a stamp set, again, with amazing words. This catalog has, I think I saw 4 or 5 different sets that were strictly word sets like this. But great variety. We've got anniversary, congratulations, some for inside, some for outside of your card. Happy wedding day, Valentine, wedding wishes to the one I love. Cutest couple for my wife. Happy Valentine's for my husband. You're engaged. Happy anniversary and congratulations. And different fonts, aren't they? They are just fantastic. So the bundle for that comes with the Bouquet of Love Hybrid. It's an embossing folder and 9 dies. So the embossing folder has a heart. Isn't that great? And you can see, if I hold it right, all the little flowers that it does emboss when you emboss with it. So you can use it as a regular embossing folder, just like such. And you will get, where is the rest of my pieces here? These are the dies. So you can cut out a regular heart. You can cut out this little stitched heart. You've got a couple of word pieces. You've got some little flowers for embellishments. And this is done in real red. So you could cut it and leave that right in there where it is. Tonight we're going to do something a little bit different with that. It is a 6x6 and it is thick, so therefore you need that special plate for your cut and emboss machine. But you could also just do the heart. You could do strips of this for edging on your card. And these are the actual dies. That's a little heart that I'd cut out with that, just keeping in there for, so I know where things are. So that's your bundle, is that and this. And the hybrid folder works a little bit different than the regular folders because it has a track, for lack of a better word. Hello, Doreen. Welcome. So when you want to use that to cut it out at the same time, when you lay that on there, it clicks into place. You can see I'm trying to move it. And obviously I've been cutting red because it's left a bit of a red track on there. Then you put your paper in, and I don't have a full-sized one. Close it this way and run it through with the hinge first, and it's going to cut and emboss at the same time. So great. This is the second one we've had like this. And the other one is Merriest Moments, I believe it was called. And it has kind of filigree all around the edges for leaves and whatever. But a really, really neat system. So let me, just because I've got the machine right here and I've got everything set, I'll just show you quickly. You lay it on your number 1 plate with the hinge there and your number 4 plate, and it runs through like a normal embossing folder, going clunk clunk, and when you take it out you have got the 2 different pieces and lots and lots of possibilities to do with that. And I'm sure Stampin' Up will probably have more and more of those. So the card we're going to make tonight is similar to this, only in the reverse colors. So what I did, I was making a number of cards, and I, as usual, couldn't decide if I wanted red or white for my background. So can see some swap cards in my future. Yes, I made some of these for swap cards as well, Bonnie. So I have my regular black 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then I have my embossed layer that I will put on. And for this one, and this one that I'm going to do, I did not put dimensionals on here, but I did make sure when I glued it that I put glue around here because I want that part to stay adhered quite well and not lift. Well, you shouldn't be sticking your fingers under there anyway, but you know what I mean. Then when I go to put the white one on, I'm going to use dimensionals just to pop it up. And I will start with that. So Annie, oh, thanks Karen, glad you like it. So again, when you're doing embossing folders, it's a great idea to use this liquid glue because it will get in these little grooves. And you don't need to plaster it everywhere, but like I say, for this particular one, and I've done a few of them, and if you put this down, make sure you can see what I'm doing. If you put this down like this, and of course, most of the time I need that wiggle room to get it placed right. And then if I was going to place this down here, I want everything sealed so that it stays put. And I always turn mine over to, not embellish, to press on it, whatever that word's called, so that I'm not putting hands and oils and whatever on the front of the card. So I will use these last little bits of my dimensionals here, and whoops, I did put an extra one here, and then I could have definitely put it in the center, but I kind of like it offset, so that's what I'm going to try again. And have any of you started Valentine's? Do you send Valentine's cards? Let me know. There are definitely Valentine ideas with this set, but I really, sorry, I'm trying to line that up the way I want it, believe because of the words in here, it's more of a love set that you can use it for anniversary, for weddings, for engaged, for congratulations. Like, you know, we say, I know in our household, we certainly say, I love you to the kids and grandkids for more things than Valentine's Day. So for me, it's more that than it is just a Valentine's set. So then for the inside, I did dig through my stamps, and I have this one out of the big catalog, out of the annual catalog. I always call it the big one. Always in My Heart, and it has anniversary again, Valentine, so more love kind of things. And I like this saying, the best kind of friend is the kind like you. So that's what I'm going to put on the inside. So I have just a regular piece, 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to stamp that for the inside and try to stamp it straight and stamp it so you can see me. Not bad. And close my, no, I'm not going to close my ink yet because I do need to use it for another thing. I'll show you that next. So, what I did with my little piece of paper, oh, yeah. The envelope, I like to decorate somewhat. And hello, Betty. Good to see you again. These little hearts were off of this stamp set as well. So I'm just going to stamp some little hearts in the corner. And I didn't do my other ones, so I will do 2 of them. And it just seems to add that little bit. I was chatting with Sharon, I think you're on here, earlier today, and I said, I wonder, most of us have started really trying to put something on our envelope, whether it's designer paper or stamps like this. And I wonder if the post office staff has any thoughts about that. Any of you work for the post office? Do you see all of our fancy envelopes going through? I personally do not know anyone who works for Canada Post, but it would be an interesting question to see what they think. I know I have given a catalog to the gal that I see most of the time at the post office, and she was really excited. I haven't heard from her whether she makes cards or would like to or anything else, but she was excited to get it. So I'm going to, on this one, for some reason, to me, I think my extra little Happy Valentine's heart, and that is this tiny stamp here, and cut out with the small heart from the die set. So because I have put this on dimensionals, I'm going to put dimensionals on this side and just liquid glue on this side. And perfect for that, make sure I get the right side, are our mini dimensionals. So I'm going to tuck 2 of those, and then some of my fabulous liquid glue there, and that will even up the height. So when you, can you see that it's, And then when I was done with that, of course I'm busy building. Oh, I like this. Let's try that. Let me do this. And I thought, you know what? It needs something, some kind of bling. So I went to one of our newest embellishments, the iridescent rhinestones, and just tucked a few of them. They come in 3 different sizes, as you can see. I like using my scissors as a pair of tweezers because I have more control. And because I'm going to put 3 of them on, I'm going to pick the smaller ones. And I am just going randomly. I usually just go around the card and okay, I like that there, I like that. Maybe I'll put one here, maybe I'll put another one down here. Usually work in odd numbers. And a friend of ours once said that they should be kind of in a triangular placement. So that is my card. And I like to keep these in these cases that we sell. I put the label on them, and I have a bin where I stack them so you can easily see what you've got. And they don't, I found when I kept them in a drawer, I was never using them because I didn't remember I had them there actually. So this works well for me. So just a tidbit there. So that is the card. So of course, my gals that come to the monthly card club, I'm sure they get tired of me at the end of the class always saying, okay, what's your favorite? Tell me your favorite. And I'm going to do that to you guys tonight. So do you like the white one or the red one? And maybe a different color. Not all Valentines have to be red or white. I do like the combination of black, red, and white. So thank you. I see some hearts and some comments there. So any other questions? I don't see anything pressing, or I will go back and look. So before I do the draw, and while you're deciding if you like red or white, I'll show you a few other cards that I've got. This is one more Christmas card that I received with the poinsettia. And this is a die from, and I don't know which set, sorry, and designer paper. So Betty, you like both of them. That's why I have to, because I couldn't make up my mind either. So Christmas card, this is one from one of the new sets out of the catalog with the big leaf. And I've seen this leaf done with the ladybug set. So again, black and white, very, very elegant, and a bit of glimmer there too. I am doing a black and white card class the 23rd of February, I believe it is. So watch for that as well. This one is another set, more masculine kind of set that's in the new catalog. And she has used the, what's it called? The diorama die that is in the annual catalog. So just, you know, it doesn't need a lot of stamping, but very, very masculine and good for birthdays. This is the flower, really have to learn these names, Flower Frenzy, Flower, and it's a distinctive stamp. So you only stamp it once and you get all this different shading with it. And I love this one, sending a card instead of a text. This is another one done with that same set, but it's done on our note cards and envelopes. They come either in very vanilla or white. And again, that same greeting, just a little bit of the stamping, distinctive stamp stamped off on either corner and a little bit on the envelope. And you've got everything ready to go. These, I've used these before, and they do make great gifts if you make 4 or 5 or 6 and put them in a package, tie them with a ribbon. Here is the one with our, I can't think of what it is, from the Sale-A-Bration, you know which one. Done with some of the brighter paper and just a little bit of coloring on him. And again, the brighter paper there. This one is done with the ocean set out of the mini catalog. And a little bit of grass, a little bit of birds. And the birds are from the New Horizon set. So you can certainly mix and match what you have. And again, just a thinking of you, whether it's, pardon me, for birthday, for Otter. Thank you, Diana. I knew one of you would rescue me. But maybe when I get that set, I'll remember it, but use it for sympathy cards even if you need. And this one is done with, again, black and white, which is a different fold, but done with one of the new sets out of the mini catalog. So great things coming, and they'll be there till, well, hopefully till the end of June. The catalog is effective till the end of June. There are some shipping issues. Right now, I didn't look today, but as of yesterday, this particular folder was not available until January 24th. So another week or so. And most of it is to do with the supply chain issues that are happening. And nothing we can do about it. Stampin' Up! Is doing everything they can, but we are just being caught. So I thank you all for joining me. I will now do the draw for this card that we did last week. So I've gone through this morning everybody who had commented on that particular Facebook Live, and just a sec till I figure out where the heck it is. Put your names in the wheel of winning, and there are lots of them. I think there's 19 of them. So I'm going to spin and try and hold it still so that it doesn't do anything weird. And Karen, you'll case it for sure. I love to hear that. I love sharing. I love having all of you here join me. So Marilyn, if you can please message me your address, I can pop that in the mail for you. And next week I will be drawing for this one that we made tonight, and I hope you can come join me again. So any questions or anything, be sure and reach out to me. I'm always available. Take care.